Good morning. Welcome to this week's edition of Monday Messages. All right. So, how was your week? Did you have a good week? Let's talk. Let's just jump right to it. Let's get right to the Monday message this week because I think it's a good one. I like the topic that's kind of emerged from the where I was going to go with this. So, back in the 90s, I was a struggling actor in Los Angeles. And like many struggling actors in Los Angeles, I mean, everywhere you turned in Los Angeles, even to this day, I mean, you hire a plumber and you start talking to them like, would you like to see my screenplay? Or, everybody's got something going on industry related in LA, I found out. So no actor really ever is just an actor. They always kind of have a side hustle going. And I decided at the time, because Nickelodeon wasn't coming through at the time, I decided I was going to become a courier for Midnight Express. So why I decided to become a courier is beyond me, because A, I'm a terrible driver, and B, I get lost like crazy. I have no idea where I am half the time. But I decided this is my job. And I remember even taking the test, because they take a test to see how you will be. And they must have been desperate for couriers at the time, because the test was like, for a courier, how do you get from point A to point B? Well, I had just moved to LA. And so all I knew to do to get around the city was Sepulveda Boulevard. If you go to Sepulveda Boulevard, it'll pretty much lead you. It's a main vein that goes through, kind of goes right in line with the 405, which cuts right through the city and takes you all over the place. You can get almost anywhere you need to go through Sepulveda Boulevard. And so I would always write, okay, first thing you got to do is you got to get to Sepulveda Boulevard. And then from there, you can go here, here, here. And I could find my way around. But all my questions, how do you get from point A to point B? You go to Sepulveda Boulevard, and then you go this way, and then this way, and then... I'm sure they got a good chuckle out of that. But it ties in with the message this week, and that I'm thinking, that's kind of how I live my life today. God, if I'm lost, I only know one way to get around to where I need to be, and that's through God. That's through my higher power. And so it's trusting that God's going to be there. Once I find my way to God, he can get me to wherever I need to go. I can find my direction wherever I go. So God is my Sepulveda Boulevard, basically. Anytime I'm lost, anytime I'm afraid, just get to Sepulveda Boulevard. You're going to be okay. So anytime I'm lost and anytime I'm afraid, just get to God. Just get to God, and I'm going to be okay. Because God will get me where I need to go. I'm never lost if I'm with God. God was the first never lost system ever to exist. And I like, have you ever had like a storm, and then you look up and you see like dark clouds, there's just dark clouds, and then beams of beautiful sun rays just going through those clouds. That's one of my most favorite things to see, because I think that's God in action. That for me is the perfect picture of what God looks like. When we're going through those dark clouds, when we have that big dark cloud there, and then the beams of light saying, I'm still there. I'm shining through. I'm there. Even if you can't see the sun rays, God is there. God's shining that light. If I'm sitting in a thunderstorm and it's raining and raining and raining, is the sun still there? Yes. Can I see the sun? No, but it's still there. And I know that the sun will come out again, and the sun will come out tomorrow. It may not. It may still be behind the clouds, who knows? But I know it'll be there, and I know the sun's there, and I know that God's there. God's always there, even when the storms are there, especially when the storms are there. Even if I can't see God, he's there. So that's the message of hope I want. I know we're going through some turbulent, tough times right now on whatever spectrum you're at. Everybody's scared. We got a global pandemic going on, racial unjust. People are losing their jobs. All kinds of stuff is happening. There's that dark cloud. There's a storm. Maybe we can't even see. Maybe you might not even be able to see God. But the beams are still there. The sun's still up there. God's still there. I thought it would be cool to kind of end with this. This was written on the wall in World War II, on the wall of a cellar by a Jewish inmate in the Cologne concentration camp. And it's a beautiful poem, and it highlights exactly what we're talking about. When I think about this guy or girl, whoever it was, in this concentration camp, talk about a hopeless situation. Talk about where's God, sort of thing. But what they wrote was so inspiring, and I'm going to read it. It says, I believe in the sun, even when it's not shining. And I believe in love, even when there's no one there. And I believe in God, even when he is silent. I believe through any trial there is always a way. But sometimes, in this suffering and hopeless despair, my heart cries for shelter to know there's someone there. But a voice rises within me saying, hold on, my child. I'll give you strength. I'll give you hope. Just stay a little while. I believe in the sun, even when it's not shining. And I believe in love, even when there's no one there. But I believe in God, even when he is silent. I believe through any trial, there is always a way. May there someday be sunshine. May there someday be happiness. May there someday be love. And may there someday be peace. What a beautiful message to end on from a beautiful soul who knows what happened to them. But, that's what we wish for you today. So the sun is shining. All right. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week for another Monday message. Bye.